Alright, y'all. As we get the prep for the bong ski ready, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to talk about what I have encountered over these past couple of days on bro. And so I really want to tell y'all, especially for y'all young men on my granny. Treat what you have good before you lose it, bro. And so this begs me to say that, you know what I'm saying, I've been going through a little tiny bit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really having growing pains right now just because this is an aspect of relationships and shit that I'm not used to, you know? And so, like, I ain't ever really had a relationship before. And so since, like, I'm 21 now and I've been doing what I've been doing up until this point, it's gotten me here, right? And so now that I'm here, I'm understanding a certain level of things that I'm getting a different level of game that I'm not used to because, bro, being in a relationship and, like, going through the motions of all that is completely different than having the, you know what I'm saying, the night crawlers, the scrams, having some, you know what I'm saying, hoes in the background, right? And so I just didn't want to call it that. But yeah, like when it comes to having hoes and shit and then actually having a relationship, I feel like it's two different things. Like you have to really move differently. And I mean, most people would look at this video and be like, duh. But you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really that simple for me. And so I ain't understand what was going on. And I really, I needed her to spell it out for me. But I never allowed that opportunity to happen just because I was too scared and I was too prideful in my ways. You feel what I'm saying? To open up and be like, hey, I'm not understanding. Like, I don't get it. And the thing that I get too is now that, like, the more frustrated you're getting is just because you just don't understand. And the fact that you don't understand, it's not like a harp on you. It's not like nothing against you or nothing like that. But you have to be able and allow yourself to open up and to be put in a position for you to be told otherwise than what you're thinking, or to help you understand what you're not getting. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it's like things like that I just been learning over the past couple of days that like are really helping me for real. Just because it's like, it's a totally different level of vulnerability. It's a lot of vulnerability. And then like you have to be willing to be vulnerable and then also stand on your business at the same time. And so that's what, right? Like, I'm not used to just like opening up and, you know what, talking and then also being patient enough to understand like how somebody else feels, just because, I mean, bro, being patient with somebody else and being patient with yourself are two completely different things. But one thing I will say is me being more patient and becoming more patient with others will help me become more patient with myself, just because of the things that, like, boom, bro. Just because you're not going to understand everybody who you encounter, you know what I'm saying, all the shots you might mess with, like, everybody's not going to be the same. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be real easy to misunderstand and to not understand how somebody else is coming. And so, like, you can't assume that everything's going to be the same. You just can't assume that. And, like, that's another thing, too, bro. I say assuming, bro, because like me personally, I heard this the other day and I hate it when people assume things about me, but I'm so quick to assume things about others. And that's just something like, bro, you just need to cut that shit out and just nip that in the bud right here and there. Just because, bro, assuming will get you less answers than just asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just ask, like, if you just allow yourself to find out from the other person, and I feel like it's like a man thing too, but it might just be a people thing. But like, I'm real quick to assume, like, I'd rather not know than be told otherwise. I guess so. Like, I don't know why that is, for like crazy for some reason, you know what I'm saying? It just happens to be the way that it happened for a young nigga. But I just assume before I go, right? And then so like, I'll be thinking too, I'll be like, well, damn, right? Well, how'd I end up in this situation? Well, I didn't really sit down and stay down to the point where I could hear the answers, you know what I'm saying? Where I could be told differently. And because another thing is too, bro, that I'm understanding is like, when you stay to yourself all the time, you're just going to reaffirm what you're already thinking. You're just going to keep reaffirming what you're already thinking. And so that's what I was talking about earlier with the level of vulnerability to be open enough to see if you're wrong, to be willing to see if you're wrong. And then the thing is too, it's like, you got to figure out, like, are you willing to do these things for this person, right? Just because, hey, bro, ain't nobody busier than somebody who don't fucking like you. or who don't fuck with you no more. And that's just keeping it a being. And so it's really just like all these steps and then like these processes and stuff that I'm going through, like I'm really understanding. It's just because of a lack of love and patience. Oh, really? And like, I'm glad I'm seeing it now. I hate that it had to take what happened to happen for me to understand these things and for me to get to like a different point of clarity. But I mean, shoot, it happens, you know what I mean? And hey, bro, say it, bro. We just gonna have to let it be, and we just gonna have to tee up and be up, bro. Life gonna keep going. What he say? Real hustlers don't stop, they keep going. Just going. No cow. Hey, but for real though, give yourself love and give yourself grace. And also, if you really mess with that person, and if you really want, you know what I'm saying, something to work out with that individual, give them patience too, bro. Give them understanding, right? Even though I feel like it's real easy not to, but they're people too. Give them that same understanding, give them that same time. And don't be afraid to be told otherwise. Don't be afraid, you know what I'm saying, to be put in a vulnerable spot. Don't be afraid to, you know what, hey, bro, just let it be out on the table and just say it what it is. Just because, bro, what I'm seeing at the end of the day, you either gonna mess with me or you're not. You gotta be genuinely yourself. You gotta be genuinely authentic. In this shirt, and this right here is genuinely messing me up. But anyway, though, but no, like, genuinely be yourself, bro. And like, don't be afraid to say that shit. Don't be afraid to, you know what, I bet this is how I feel, and I'm laying it out like that. And don't be afraid, bro, to be wrong. I feel like that's just my biggest problem, bro. Like, I just didn't want to be wrong. And not even at the aspect of like no argument and shit, but I just didn't want to believe what people be telling me and all that stuff like that. Because you know what, like, I say, like, you can definitely get burnt out, like, from people telling you lies and stuff like that. And just people just doing you dirty. But you can also get burnt out from treating yourself a certain way, too. And it's like, you'll block your own blessings just because, you know what I'm saying, you think you're protecting yourself. Or you're just so quick to push it away. And that's, like, a problem that I have, bro, just because it's like, when I see something that's going real good, or it's as soon as any minor convenience or something like that, you know what I'm saying, it's just out of the way, out of my face, like it's done. But you know what I mean, maybe I should be given more opportunities for grace and more opportunities for patience, because like I'm understanding like that also affects me in the way that I move around the world, right? In the way that I'm moving around the world now, I got to think to myself, like, as a father, like, I'm going to need to be patient with my children. Like, I'm going to need to be patient, you know what I'm saying, with my family. Like, I can't be so quick to be like, oh, get out of my face, get out of my face, get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that to my family. That ain't going to help me build no family structure. That ain't going to help me build no good family structure. So it's a matter of me getting these habits out the way now. Like, that's really how I'm seeing it. Like, I'm just trying to get all these habits and all this little minuscule bullshit out the way right now, just because I understand, bro, I got a bigger goal. I got something else I want to maintain. I got something else I would like to gain. And you know what? We gonna get it, man. But hey, bro, stay up, tee up, be up, and best believe all you gotta do is breathe. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day and stay up.